Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Raven Reacts. And today we're just watching grass grow. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing. Now we're watching Rerez. We're watching his episode for worst PlayStation games ever. Now this episode has actually been out for a little bit. It's been out for 2 weeks now. Damn! Where did the time go? Okay, I didn't want to do it right as it was put out because I wanted to give it a couple of days because that's what I usually do. That's my normal thing. But I'm wanting to see what his example of the worst PlayStation game ever is because I can think of a few. I can think of a few. I can also think of a pretty few good ones. I mean, Siphon Filter was pretty good. 007. What other good? There's a bunch. They did a lot. Anyway, we're going to see what his worst is.
The Kentucky Blue and the St. Augustine are neck and neck so far in the tournament. This has been an exciting spectacle, unlike any we've seen before in all my years covering this prestigious event.
Everybody knows St. Augustine is a shower, not a grower. Old Blue's got this locked up.
Stay tuned, as we'll be taking
Grass
updated
growing
growth
network.
measurements of all the competitors for the International Grass Growing Championship after this advert.
Do you like plushies? Do you like ghosts?
No.
Do you waste your money on terrible video games? Well, guess
Sometimes.
what? Rerez and Makeshift have partnered to bring you a brand new merch drop.
All right.
This is the Money Ghost, a real-world
The
keepsake
Money
representation
Ghost.
of the embodiment of all your financial woes when buying bad video.
I would need so many of these to equal up to all the shitty, dumb purchases I've decided to make. Listen. Okay. I need to start buying one of these. No. I was going to say I need to start buying one of these for every dumb purchase I make, but that in itself is a dumb purchase. I will be paying their bills.
Video games.
Is that me?
He's green now and very
Green.
unhappy.
No! Oh, this cannot possibly be real.
Oh, you bet it's real and totally a thing you can buy, but only for a limited time. Head on over to the link on the screen now for details. This
Just a little bit.
Makeshift.com plushie can serve all the functions you'd expect. Hugging, squeezing, and of
probably
course,
missed it already.
assessing your every purchase with quiet cynicism. But he's only available for a short time, so don't delay a second longer. Visit Makeshift.com today to get your very own Money Ghost plushie.
No! We're the ghosts of the money those dolts of Rerez spend on terrible video games. We exist in a painful, unbearable, bland limbo. We ain't huggable knickknacks. I have to distract those two idiots before this commercial goes to the mortal realm. I've got to throw
It's already
the game
here.
so bad, so completely awful, that they'll never be able to survive it. Something that even these two will never be able to complete. I command the all collective spirits of purgatory and angst.
Jesus,
gather thine
he
energy
really-
and deliver unto our enemies.
God, he really doesn't want to be a plushie. Jesus. It's just a plushie.
The one true banished curse softworks. Let the gates be opened. Ah!
Back in the world of the mortals. Okay.
Oh! This
What?
looks like fun.
Perfect what?
Perfect Weapon is
Perfect
a 3D
Weapon?
beat-em-up game developed by Gray Matter and
I've actually never heard of this game or even Gray Matter. In fact, the only thing recognizable on the front of this case is the PlayStation logo and the ESRB rating. Those are the only two things on this box that I recognize. I don't recognize the publisher or the developer. What the fuck? I mean, it doesn't... Is that an elf? In mummy clothes? With bird feet? What is this abomination?
published by
Is this Krillin? Did they use Krillin's character model? When was this fucking slop made? Way after this? No. The 6 dots, I know that some places probably do that, but I have only ever seen that on Krillin.
ASC Games and was released to the PlayStation in 1996 and PC in 1997.
Perfect weapon? No way. Shane!
What's up, Adam?
No lie, I tried to rent this exact game from a video store in my hometown at least a dozen times when I was a kid.
Really?
Really?
And you still never played it?
Nope. Apparently someone rented it at some point and just never returned it. Never! Still,
What?
wake up some nights thinking about it. Why'd they leave the rental box on the shelf, Shane? Why would they tease me like that?
Well, I got a bit of sweet and sour for you, my friend, because we're moments away from experiencing the game you've always wanted to play.
Yay!
On Just Bad Games.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brace for impact, folks. We're
Yeah,
gonna deliver the
he's realizing that he's finally getting to play the game that he never got to play as a kid, and it's going to be on their Just Bad Games series. So it's not going to be a fun time. So now he's going to play it, and he knows he's not going to have a fun time. This is going to be great.
ultimate knuckle sandwich.
A
with a
McKnuckle
side of
sandwich.
Pickles. As we
Pickles.
duke it out in Perfect Weapon.
Past the splash screen, we get a bit of loading before we get into things. And here we go.
What?
Maybe green means go? Green means no.
Why would you make a
What?
loading bar that doesn't actually show you how much game is loaded?
That
Pressing
is
back and forth like the
retarded.
lights on the front of the Knight Rider car.
How is this dang thing still loading?
Whoop.
Oh.
Finally, a cutscene. We've got two characters going toe-to-toe in a boxing ring. One dressed as a typical kickboxer, the other in fancy full-body super soldier armor with metallic pieces that is clearly not regulation.
Wow.
Can you
Well,
guess who?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be, listen, it doesn't have to be metal. It could just be silver boots because yes, they in wrestling, they do costume performances, which means their outfits are just sometimes for decoration, but it looks fancy.
The main character of the video game is?
He.
And huzzah, Mr.
He.
Regulation.
Can you guess who the main character of the video game is?
He.
And huzzah, Mr. Super Soldier wins the match.
he.
Time to celebrate with a commemorative lifeless gaze.
Truly, he is the perfect weapon.
The perfect weapon. Fuck out.
Maybe we spoke too soon.
Captain Blake Hunter, recording.
What the fuck?
Current date, unknown. Current
What the hell
location,
happened?
unknown.
What the shit?
I'm utterly lost.
So I guess Mr. Super
What?
Soldier's name is Blake Hunter, and he doesn't seem to know anything.
I'm utterly lost. As for my abductors, they are nowhere to be seen. And so my only enemy at the moment is this brutal cold of this godforsaken land.
Who's Blake recording this for? Did he grab some
What the
fancy
fuck?
dictation machine before his teeth were bashed in?
Not sure about that, but we're finally able to take control of him. Time to figure out what we're up against. Oh, look! Do you think that's a body in the snow over there? We should head over and investigate.
Way ahead of you, buddy. Let's move.
Oh, what the fuck? Wait, what happened? What?
What?
Blake must be somewhere beyond the wall we just clipped through.
Well, walk him back into the game already.
I'm trying. He's not coming back.
What?
Wonderful. We got a jolting camera and a red arrow freaking out on screen. That arrow's supposed to indicate where our character is in space, and even the game has no idea where Blake is.
Did Perfect Weapon just set a record? Is this the fastest a game has inadvertently
Whoa,
crumbled
that was so
through normal
quick.
play?
It just might be. Let's mark the occasion.
Cool.
God.
Guess this means we need to restart and try again.
We'd love to tell you that this was some kind of 1 in a million fluke, but after jumping back in and walking towards the exact same space,
Aha.
Yep, it
So-
happened again. Worked gameplay and a lost yo-yoing
Wow.
camera. We can't even begin to imagine where
So
Blake
it's just
actually
baked
is
into the
right
code.
now.
It wasn't random.
Why do I keep ending up here?
Ah, where did you come from?
I don't know.
How did you get here?
I don't know.
know.
great. Guess we'll
I
have to
don't
reset
know.
the PlayStation again.
Do you know anything? Anything at all?
My name's Blake.
Blake's a dingus.
Right. Let's start over one more time.
The shit.
New strategy. Don't walk near that wall.
Okay, then.
Get the health
No
item.
way. No way. No way.
Blake?
No way. No way. No way.
So he's just saying
he
no.
really doesn't want to move forward.
Have you tried jumping?
What do you think I've been trying to do?
Maybe just get the health
That
item.
was quite the jump, Blake.
I'm like a hoppity marsupial.
A kangaroo?
Gesundheit.
Okay, so jumps mapped to R1. Not the most intuitive placement,
Okay.
but have you seen our health bar? We took damage when we haven't engaged a single enemy yet.
Not only that, but our health bar seems to be continuously ticking down. What the heck is
Is
going
it 'cause
on
you're in the
here?
cold?
You kidding me? Man, I think we gotta get moving fast.
Yeah, but be careful. Looks like we've got a pack of enemies up ahead.
Hey, come on.
Whoa.
We're Blake, combat aficionado. What's a couple itty-bitty snow puppies gonna do to a pro like Blake?
Oh my god. They fucking whooped your ass.
If there's an actual perfect weapon in this game, it ain't Blake.
This combat is in no way intuitive. We have general punches and kicks that connect maybe 10% of the time, and that's being generous.
On top of that, you can barely see what Blake is doing. You need to properly line up with enemies, but the camera angles in this game actively make it hard to see how you're placed. You'll be getting slapped around more than a group of bored GoldenEye players.
Oh my god, fuck that. I don't like the different camera angles.
This,
Give me a
this
camera I can
really,
control.
really ain't good.
All right, grab the game case and manual. Is there anything that actually explains how to properly play Perfect Weapon?
Well, I'll say this. The back of the case sure has information. Look at all these bullet points.
Before lethal alien attackers can gang up on you, camera angles move as fast as you do? These are the
Wait,
back of the
what?
box selling
No,
points? They're not even
this-
positive gameplay elements.
Check out this critic blurb. I have reviewed over 1,000 games and have never seen anything like Perfect Weapon.
A writer from GamePro said that. Really? Let me bring up GamePro's actual review.
Okay, this is from the same guy, but he goes by the pen name
Scary
Scary Larry
Larry.
here. The gameplay is horrendous, slow and stodgy. The moves are hard to do. Even running is a hit and miss chore.
I think, okay, here's the thing. I figured that they selected a little excerpt from the review that said, I have never played anything like Lethal Weapon or Perfect Weapon, but here's the thing. That could be read in two different ways. It could be either really good or really bad. You don't know. In this case, it was like, I have never played anything this fucking bad. Like, it even says the gameplay is horrendous. First few words. Like, okay, yeah, there's a little bit above that, but the gameplay is horrendous, is basically what this boils down to.
And the mechanics are often frustrating and pointless. Wow, no wonder they left that quote off the game case.
Doesn't sound like our game experience is going to improve much. Come on, we need to search the manual for more
Jesus.
information on how this game works. Like here, we have Blake's basic moveset and whoa! Turns out he's got more than a few martial arts moves at his disposal.
And over on this page, they describe some pickup called a metabolic adjuster. On certain moons, the environment will have a detrimental effect on Blake's health. Find this as soon as possible to stabilize your health.
Oh, you're
the
on
problem
the moon.
with our health bar. We're on a cold moon.
And so my only enemy at the moment is this brutal cold of this godforsaken land.
We need one of those metabolic adjuster thingies to fix it.
Oh, hold on, there's
Yes.
more. Note, you will know that Blake is either dying from the environment or by poison when his life bar flashing. That not
Okay.
grand.
So this is like back in the days when having the game manual was like a really, really big help because it explains like key gameplay elements instead of just having it baked into the game. Now this was either to save on resources because resources didn't used to be that high, or it was just to make the point of having the jewel case with a little game booklet. I like. That's the only thing I could think is just because it was a staple in gaming culture to have a jewel case with a game, and the cover art would be the cover of the manual. It was so dumb, and it would just be easier to put it in the game, and it wouldn't cost that many resources. But product of the time it was.
Are good.
Is life bar flashing?
Life bar flashing. This game puts the dumb in dumbfounding. It actively rallies against the player like an immune system warding off a sniffle.
Count yourself lucky you were never able to rent this as a kid.
Definitely, past Adam sidestepped a disaster, which is more than I can say for present
Yeah,
Adam.
no.
Yeah, things aren't going well. We try to
That just made it today Adam's problem. See, that's the thing. When I kick a can down the road, I just put it to myself like this. That's future me's problem. And it's like future me gets in. It's like, oh fuck, why did I do that? Now I know what I have to do. Fuck.
Hunt down that metabolic pickup, but we've got no clue where it's supposed to be.
Well, I'm about as lost as Blake
It's probably a special item, and that's why you have so many health pickups.
is right now.
I'm utterly lost.
Where should we start looking for that life-saving pickup item?
Your guess is as good as mine. Should we try moving on to the left or to the right over there or...
Hold up. What's
What
Blake
is he
doing right
doing?
now?
What? They programmed
juggling?
this.
Is he
They programmed shit like this, but they couldn't explain things in game. See, I was making excuses thinking that their resources were just low. No, they put shit like this in there.
juggling wooden sticks?
Where'd he get juggling sticks? No, the better question. Why the heck is our super serious martial arts hero who is fighting for survival kicking back and busking on a terrifying alien moon?
Can you think of something better to do with these things?
Start a fire? For warmth? You're dying!
Oh, look. He's juggling balls now.
And they programmed
Good
this.
gosh, this is stupid.
Hypothermia has clearly broken Blake's brain. Can we get him out of here?
Good news. You eventually find the metabolic adjuster on a dead end at the far end of the world map.
Behind more of the game's awful combat. Sweep the leg, Blake!
Sweep the leg!
Do a leg sweep!
Sweep him!
Go for the knee.
Alongside the adjuster, we've been seeing other pickups as well, like health pickups. And defeated enemies drop these sphere things. Kinda look like those balls Blake was juggling a second ago. What are these for anyway?
Let me check. Yeah,
Good
it
question.
says here that those are
Essence
essence
energy.
energy. They're apparently essential pickups.
Essential? Essential how?
Not sure.
Are they a
How?
kind of experience currency? Do they extend your health? Give you new moves?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, what else does the manual say about essence energy?
Its effect on Blake will be revealed as you progress through the game.
And
What?
that's it?
Uh-huh.
Essential pickups that they refuse to elaborate on for the...
They just make so much shit. Yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out as you go through the game. Maybe, maybe if you're good at it and you pay attention and you don't think about anything else, maybe you'll figure it out. It's like, what's the fucking point of having the fucking manual? The manual is the point. The point of the manual is to tell me information, not to tell me that you can't tell me anything. It's like, what is the point of having a manual?
player. They thought that was a good idea.
They're essential to me being awesome. Hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha.
Put those down.
Perfect Weapon really feels like it's a game that's barely holding on.
When the bad guys do decide to engage Blake, it almost always devolves into madness. Sudden camera shifts make it impossible to properly read the action. You often find yourself swarmed by idiots that land random flailed punches or kicks while you attempt to understand what's going on around you.
Remember that
you
bullet
get.
point on the game case?
Yeah, it says you can get jumped by 4 people. And that's kind of like what you see here is him getting jumped by 4 people. But when you pair getting jumped with bad combat, it's not fun. It's just annoying.
These 4 lethal alien attackers can gang up on you? Yeah? Well, they ain't fibbing. That's combat. They're almost always smothered by foes whose only strategy is jabbing you from behind while you're trying to deal with someone else.
If Perfect Weapon is an early attempt at translating 2D beat-em-ups to 3D, it's a colossal
It's
failure.
bad.
Just a
Bad.
quick look at some older games in the genre will show you exactly why.
Streets of Rage, Final Fight, Turtles in Time, Double Dragon.
I love
all
Double
2D
Dragon.
predecessors to Perfect Weapon. But these classic games are built giving players the gameplay tools they need to deal with groups of foes.
Unlike in Perfect Weapon, punches and kicks are zippy quick in these older titles, and they connect properly all the time. You simply need to make sure you're mostly aligned with enemies horizontally, and bam, they eat fist. But all of this was only being done in 2D.
Yep. And it was
And
successful.
you might be thinking that it was too early for anyone to know how to translate this dynamic gameplay into 3D. Surely no one could have figured that out.
And you'd almost
Yes,
be correct if
they
Sega
did, though.
hadn't dropped a particular game a few months earlier.
Die Hard Arcade. Sega locked down that first
I
3D
actually
beat 'em
played
up
this.
title, not just by doing it first, but by doing it well.
The game designers were classic
Yeah, I had a Sega, so I played this. Like, I was able to play this. This was a fun game. It was a little difficult, but I enjoyed it.
Sega veterans. They figured out how to capture that same simple gameplay from 2D beat-em-ups and translate it to a 3D world.
In Die Hard Arcade, you do things
Yeah, and it's like a 1-to-1 it's a 1-to-1 with Double Dragon with some added spice. I mean, you can see how it could translate from Double Dragon in a more 3D isometric space.
like you see in the movie. You pick up items, punch and kick anything that moves, fight giant mechanical security bots.
What?
It's riveting! Enthralling! Oh, and one special little thing, you and your enemies can only attack to the left and right. Despite it being a 3D game, you don't fight in every possible direction afforded by the third dimension.
Why, this isn't a 3D beat-em-up game at all. It's secretly a 2D beat-em-up with a 3D coat of paint. We've been
Oh my
swindled,
God.
hoodwinked. It's a Sega scam, is what it is.
What the hell happened?
But can we really complain? Because this right here
Hold on.
is simple, it works, and it actually plays very, very well. Meanwhile, back
With a 3D coat of paint.
Did
Every
he get kicked in the nuts?
possible direction afforded by the third dimension.
Why, this isn't a 3D beat-em-up game at all. It's secretly a 2D beat-em-up with a 3D coat
Oh.
of paint. We've been swindled, hoodwinked.
Yeah,
it's a
he
Sega
was.
scam, is what it is.
But can we really complain? Because this right here is simple, it works, and it actually plays very, very well. Meanwhile, back in the world of unperfect armament,
And it looks so bad. It really looks bad.
it stinks.
Honestly, this gameplay could be made more tolerable with enemy lock-on functionality, but no, we don't get that.
And if you thought it couldn't get worse, just go ahead and watch the sky when we take out this next enemy.
Eve, respond.
Yep.
What?
Oh, don't tell me that.
Dumb enemy groups respawn perpetually.
No, that is like one of the golden rules of beat-em-up
You don't-
games.
you don't
clear
do that.
areas. How did they make a beat-em-up game where you cannot clear areas?
Even the mighty Blake Hunter needs to learn when to bravely retreat, so we awkwardly shuffle out of there.
Not too long after, we're met with a fancy CG cutscene.
Looks like we got our first boss encounter. We quickly drum up a
Oh
clever
my God.
tactic to take out
Yeah,
our
just
king-sized
kick,
adversary.
kick,
Spam the kick button and ignore the boss's screams for mercy.
We're brilliant tacticians.
The boss drops a
Yeah.
larger version of one of those fancy
They did a similar thing when they played a Batman game. Just kick, kick, kick. Don't stop kicking.
cryptic essence energy spheres. It swoops into Blake and makes him glow all pinky.
Pink shine feels like alone time tickles.
Please don't
What?
make him elaborate. Eventually, we stumble
Okay,
into
yep,
some
nope.
sort
Actually, good idea. I was gonna be like, what the fuck do you mean? But I don't actually think I want to know. Feel like tickle times. I don't. Yeah, I'm cool not knowing what that is.
of weird teleportation room, and get this.
Now that you are here, Captain, my long sleep is over.
Who said that? What the heck does that even mean? Why is this game determined to tease us with scraps of story with no context? It just leaves us persistently confused.
Look, you could toss your fancy perfect weapon lore right here, above the world's most progress-confused load bar.
Yeah, I
Oh, whatever.
know.
We've done it. We've reached the second world.
It's like you couldn't put, and this would be able to save you on resources at any given time. You could put those little details as hints in your load screen, since you already have a long load screen anyway. Put tips.
A feat that feels like a major accomplishment.
Yeah, we should probably save our progress as soon as possible.
Right? Absolutely. How do we do that?
Ow.
Let's see. Not seeing anything about saving the game here. Just a pause screen.
And the save function
That worries
doesn't seem
me.
to be hidden away in the world map inventory section either.
So then, how do we record our progress?
Take your time, guys. I'll practice my hand-eye coordination. Hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha, hoo ha.
Back to the manual. Here, found
Save.
it. To save a game, press start, then select.
What was the point of this?
What?
Why did they complicate things by
Why?
hiding this menu behind multiple button presses?
Well, at least we can finally save our... Dang it, there's not enough space on our
What?
memory card. Do you have another one we could...
Wait, no, under that. It's giving us a password.
Yeah, for players that didn't have a memory card so they could pick up at the world they left off at.
Exactly. In a normal game, you'd have been given these codes at the beginning of each level in a way you can't miss.
Perfect Weapon buries the code here in this already hidden save game screen.
Let's just wrap our heads around this for a second. Players without a memory card need to know to access the hidden memory card save screen to get a password to return to levels. If you don't have a memory card, why would you ever try accessing a save game screen? This system is multiple layers of cryptic idiocy.
It's dumb.
All right, progress recorded. Now, what's World 2 got for us?
All the camera angles. Apparently, they felt the need to have the camera angle change 8 times before Blake gets to a single doorway.
Was this necessary? No.
No.
According to the back of the case, this game has at least 1,300 rendered environments, meaning we just saw 0.615384% of them in about 10 seconds.
Looks like we're at
Oh
some
my
sort
God.
of mystic temple now, complete with a group of
He
I don't know what
fucked
to
your
call
ass
these
up.
guys. Space monks? We get to fight them and see more of those great camera angles we've been experiencing.
Forget about
Oh
1,300
my
different
God.
rendered environments. I'll take one environment where we can actually see what we're doing.
These monks
I'm getting
are a pain
assaulted.
to deal with. They got this broken-looking aerial cartwheel
Man.
that has them spinning horizontally.
Oh my
Not
God.
sure whether or not this animation's intentional, but it looks busted either way.
Speaking of busted, I'm noticing that Blake's head seems to stay locked onto enemies, even when his body completely turns away from them. Oh, that doesn't look good for the spine.
Fun fact, I was raised by great horned owls. Hoo, 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 hoo.
So much of this game is rough. Take this alleyway here, which is wide open, practically begging players to run in and explore. But you can't.
No way.
Nope.
There is an invisible wall gating it entirely. Pretty stupid when you consider that the camera angles in this game are deliberately rendered. Why create a shot focusing on an area that you absolutely cannot enter?
As dumb and broken as this place is, it's actually taking us a long time to figure out how to get through it. We found
It looks like it takes a long time to go anywhere because he runs like he's in a slow motion shot.
the teleportation platform. When we try to use it, we get this.
Fight, Captain, and then you may leave.
Fight? All we've been doing is fighting. What does that mean?
I guess there's enemies we missed. So we run laps around the level multiple times,
Or a
fighting endless
captain.
waves of space monks, some of which, by the way, spawn out of thin air off screen and rain unblockable pain on you. How is that even remotely fair?
Eventually,
It's
after
not.
a ton of searching, we find a key that we must have missed the first half dozen times we looked around the area.
Finally, we hear concrete shift and realize we can now get to a part of the level we couldn't access before.
Oh my god. What is this freak?
It's boss time!
The big bad
Just
we're
kick-
fighting now doesn't seem like the same character we just saw in that cutscene.
It's
No.
that perfect weapon quality we know
Kick.
and love.
Just kick, kick, kick.
He's blocking a lot of our attacks and sneaks in a kick or two while we're open.
And I guess we've got to switch up our strategy.
Keep low. Strike!
Damn.
Seems like that's his ultimate weakness.
Nut punch,
Punches.
nut punch, nut punch, nut punch, nut punch.
With our testically tenderized foe laid out, we snag another massive essence energy sphere. I guess all that's left now is to hop a portal out of this place like last time.
Right. Back to the portal we tried to use earlier.
No way.
What?
Nothing's happening. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I
besides Blake
said.
magically
What?
losing his legs thanks to some poorly implemented object masking.
My pants. Where's my pants? The
My
nightmares came
legs.
true.
We try the portal multiple times. We try leaving the building and coming back. We even try resetting the game and fight the World 2 boss again.
Ned knock. Crotch clap. Giblet jab. Wiener welt.
We go back
That's
to the
incredible.
portal once again, and nothing. We cannot get out of this level.
Come on, this is insanely.
Don't tell me there's something incredibly stupid that you need to do before the elevator can work and or the portal or whatever the fuck this thing is, because I really don't know, because it's so bad. Like, the visuals are so dog shit. There were better ways to do this, and it wouldn't have been so bad. But you did it this way anyway. But my point is, I bet there's something incredibly dumb and convoluted that you got to do to make this thing work. And I only say that because that's been all this game has ever given him. It's like just shit you have to do in order to make things work that should have been straightforward. It's just added complexity for the sake of added complexity. It's bad. It's poor game design, and the developers should feel bad.
Frustrating. Do you think we could be experiencing a bug in the code or something?
Knowing this game, absolutely a possibility. Hate to say it, but I think we might have to exit and start this whole dumb slog all over again.
Wait, hold it. Percentage complete? What? We have a completion meter
What?
for each world? Why is this hidden away in the save screen? It's vital information.
I don't know what makes this bar go up, but whatever it is, I think we've been doing it. Look, it's about half filled already.
Oh, snap. I think I might know how we fill that bar. We need to fight a load of bad guys.
Fight
Stat.
enemies. Does that raise it? Does that raise it? Check it.
Completion percentage. It's
It
gone
went up.
up. Is it linked to the
It
number
went
of
up.
enemies we kill?
Not quite. Remember the manual's weirdly vague description for
The
essence
essence
energy?
energy?
Its effect on Blake will be revealed as you progress through the game? Well, I think we just figured it out.
That's it? That's why we need to collect essence energy? To fill a completion meter? Why the freaking mystery talk? Why keep that from the player? It is 100% necessary information for any poor soul trying to complete this monstrosity of a game. Revisiting our footage from the first world,
Now imagine you rented this at a video store back when you did that, because I was around in the days when you had to rent stuff from a video store, and somebody returned it, but they returned it without the manual, and the store just printed out a black and white picture of what the game is supposed to be, and the manual is just completely missing. So you're missing like half the information needed to play the fucking game effectively. Man, and it's not even like the manual would be that helpful. And unlike today, you didn't really have the internet to look up a whole bunch of stuff, because it wasn't just like a super highway of everything. It was more like a freeway of some things. And not a whole lot of it was game reviews, because game reviews were in magazines like Nintendo Power and what was another? I had a subscription to one of them. Nintendo Power was one of them. God, I was subscribed to one, and it kept me updated on some of the things that I was playing, but not all the time. And it's just like, why would you do this? Why would you create a system that is so retarded?
it seems like we fought enough enemies to trigger the portal without having to grind for essence energy. Unfortunately, World 2 requires more, so we get to work. We fight many a battle with one of the worst hand-to-hand combat systems ever created, but it pays off. Percentage complete bar completed.
Finally.
Let's get out of here.
You are the perfect weapon, Captain.
Uh-huh.
It is now clear that Morgone has subdued the local species in this sector and brought them under his control.
Blake delivers another log
Who?
entry about the game's plot, which we're not entirely sure how he's figuring out. I mean, we only ever see him communicating with his fists, so how is he getting the lowdown on anything?
Blake somehow figured out that the ultimate adversary in this game is some entity named Morgone? Apparently, Morgone found a way to manipulate the minds of different creatures. Blake believes this could somehow lead to the total annihilation of humankind.
A sober
In what fucking universe does any of this make sense? How the fuck do you come to this conclusion, motherfucker? How the fuck are you figuring any of this out? I don't recall you ever finding anybody and talking to them. I don't recall him, actually getting onto a special tablet. I don't recall anything like that. What the fuck do you mean? Or I don't know.
revelation, one that we would take totally seriously.
If Blake didn't promptly start juggling like he was the opening act at Sally's birthday bash.
We seem to be on some kind of forest moon now, which looks strangely sparse.
Yeah, not much going on here. So far, every area has had original
Flowers.
enemy types. I kind of wonder what they've got crawling around here.
Well,
monkey?
you asked.
Some kind of scorpion monkey. Is that what we're seeing here? How is this even a thing?
Well, when a mama scorpion loves a papa monkey, they...
Thanks for the biology lesson, Blake. Now let's get out
What
of
the
here.
fuck is
Oh,
that
hey,
thing?
check this
Like,
out.
really?
What do you suppose this solid green line could be?
Hold on, fellas. It might be
an enemy.
dangerous. I'm gonna poke it.
No, don't!
Poke it.
All
Damn.
right, let's pretend to be surprised.
Turns out that thick green line is some kind of defensive laser, which, on closer inspection, may be one of the worst visual effects we've seen on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
It isn't a
'cause it's like,
consistent
what the
shape,
fuck?
and it doesn't even manage to stretch the length of the doorway it's supposed to be blocking.
If you look at the laser from a different camera angle, the effect seems to break and pierce through the tree completely. It's an impressively
And it's-
sloppy effect.
It's bad.
Manual says there's an item called a transmitter that's supposed to disable these wonderfully janky defenses. Lucky us, we find one pretty
Why did you not just make 3 lines across the door? What, like, this is impressively bad. This is very, very bad. Like, how do you make so many things wrong? Like, it's not even hard to do some of these. You're just bad. It's not like you made one bad decision and and because it's your system, it carries throughout the game. No, you just made a string of bad decisions that just make a bad game. How are you this dumb?
close by. Time to head back and put it to good use.
No way. No way. No way. No way. No way.
What the heck's going on?
I don't know. I've been pressing the action button like we've done for every other pickup, but Blake won't use the dang thing.
Weird. Should we get closer?
What?
No way. No way.
What happened?
No way. No
Is
way.
it bugged now?
No way. No way.
Well, this is embarrassing.
No way. No way.
What?
No way.
Yeah, we spend way too much time trying to figure out how to make the transmitter work.
Whoop, got it.
What?
Jeez, thank you. Finally. What did you end up doing?
I dropped it.
You dropped it.
Yeah,
Just
instead of
drop
pushing the
it?
use button, you drop the transmitter. You've never done this before in the game, but you kind of have to do it here.
You know, it's appropriate that this is set on several alien moons, because this game is bursting with moon logic! But now Blake's up in the treetops, admiring some bridge-filled tree fort village.
Hello?
This game is for kids. Like, a more mature audience for sure, but this is a game for kids. Why make it so fucking needlessly complicated? What is the point of this?
Oh, Ewoks. Can we sing the Yub Nub celebration song
It actually did look like a treetop for Ewoks.
now? Yub Nub. Each up a dub dub. A toe meat toe pea cheek a cheek. Ganub dot flingamoo not.
Here we can see more of the terrible asset layering making
Fuck. Did he actually take that from the Ewok language? That would be so fucking cool.
most of Blake's bottom half disappear. I feel like I could watch this for hours. It's mesmerizingly silly.
It
Eventually,
really
we
is.
move through the many snaking bridges amongst the trees and discover that we are not alone.
What the
Cat
fuck is
people.
that? Oh, it is a cat person.
Yeah, the whole canopy is infested
It's like the
with
Khajiit.
terrifying feline folk. They're fluffy, they make
Khajiit.
kitty sounds, and they're out for blood.
This section of the level consists of multiple floors, which house some of the worst camera angles we've seen in the game. And that's saying something. Many shots are set up to completely hide your character while
Oh
you're
my
in combat.
God.
Whose idea was it to have so many
Let's do this shit blind and in 3 dimensions.
freaking mini huts? They block so much of the action.
On the bright side, this level also has one of the best camera angles we've seen in this game.
Guys, I'm here, and I'm also not
Not.
here. I'm freaking out. Where are my juggle balls?
This whole place is a maze of Blake beatings and terrible asset layering.
Guys, I have no legs.
We know.
We reach a new path that seems to lead out to some kind of special arena.
I feel like that was a solid wall. I feel like that is a solid wall. You can tell. You can tell that this is a solid wall. This is a darker green than this. It's not the same area. This is a wall with a very poorly rendered bridge. That's why you cannot see his lower half. I am settling on that being the reason.
We reach a new path that seems to lead out to some kind of special arena.
Thump. There could have been any music.
Get ready, buddy. This is it. Time to throw down with the head of the cat people.
I think I feel a song coming on.
Catmen want to fight.
What?
Your bag, my fist will now meet. Neuter kitty.
Oh my god, ball punches. He's doing ball punches.
When I met you,
Nut punch, nut punch.
fists are strong. Kiss your nuts, long gone.
Yep.
And I've been punching all these cats in the baby beans. Punching all these
Yep.
cats in
Yep.
the baby beans.
I mean, sack
Wow,
sack
that
punch
David Bowie
always
parody
works.
sure helped us beat the tar out of Boss Kitty's marbles.
Sure did. Oh, and look over here. I think we
Marbles
found a portal off
pulverized.
this miserable moon.
And not a second too early.
You are too impatient.
What? Oh,
What?
No, not again.
No,
We didn't
no.
grab enough essence energy, did we?
Yeah, looks like we have to
How
grind
much?
for those stupid essence spheres and then come back.
How many do you need?
Fine.
Oh, but it wasn't fine, dear viewers. No, not at all. For you see, the creators of this game, in their infinite wisdom, did something deplorable. Something
What?
that Shane and Adam would not realize until they spent like 20 minutes pathetically wrestling with the game's combat, grabbing dozens of pea-colored orbs.
What?
Well, what are you waiting for? Head down to the exit portal.
You're sure it was through here?
Dude, I'm sure. We walked to this exact cliff. It prompted the
Yeah.
kitty boss cutscene, and then we were immediately fighting in that arena.
See, that's what I thought, but the game's
What
not letting
happened?
us climb or jump below at all.
Oh no.
way. No way.
That can't be right.
No.
Let me try.
No way. No way.
No. You wouldn't do this, right? You've got to be able to go back down there.
There
No.
was no other way. The broken game had sealed their fate by allowing
They
them to
lo-
enter the cat
Yep.
boss arena without the required number of P-orbs, forcing them to leave and then rudely denying them entry. Blake would not be able
Because
to
they
get
locked
access
them
to the
out.
transporter,
Oh,
dropping
fuck.
Blake on the moon permanently.
Hey guys, now that we have a lot of time to kill, I can show you my juggling skills. Forever.
Their only recourse was to quit the game and restart from near the beginning of the world and play the entire stage again.
All
the scorpion
over
monkeys,
again.
the cat people, orb after orb, they trudged to fill their progress meter before confronting the final boss. Only the strong survive, Captain Hunter.
That is so needlessly
So what is my
retarded.
role in all of this? I'm the unwilling teacher, Morgone's prophet of doom. I am the one who is leading mankind down the path of destruction. I'm
And
also
you're-
the one who can end this madness.
Just a reminder,
What?
we're 4 worlds deep now.
I have heard no exposition. All he has done is fight people. All he has done is fight people. He has not listened to not one single thing. Not one. And he is just expositing on you. And not even really an exposition dump. It's just an exposition paper. It's like, here you go. It's front and back. Read. Actually, no, it's a notebook piece. Like they're a post-it note would fit what he needed to say. Why is this bad? There is no story to follow. No, this is not how you play. This is not how you make a game. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna soldier on
And
through
we've
this.
still never seen Blake interact with anyone or anything that would have delivered the
getting
game's
annoyed.
plot to him. If
I'm-
we take
Like, you guys don't know, but I'm actually getting annoyed. This game is genuinely annoying me. And the only way that I can accurately describe this game is just, it's pain. It's abject pain and misery. I refuse to believe that this game is anything but. This should be in torture dungeons as a means of torture. Because you'll get your answers. Oh, you bet your bippy you will get your answers in less than 5 minutes.
Blake's mad ramblings at face value,
I'm the unwilling teacher, Morgone's prophet of doom.
he
Hold on. Okay. Hear me out. 2 days of sleep deprivation in this game. Yeah. I want you under 48 hours of no sleep, and then you have to play this game, because then you won't know what the fuck you're doing. You'll give almost any answer they want just to get out of your pain.
seems to think he has some kind of unique knowledge that this Morgone, whoever that is, wants to get his hands on. And if he does, Morgone will become unstoppable?
Okay,
It's just his imaginary
what's
friend.
his special wisdom? Have we seen Blake use his brains in any special
No.
strategic way? As a fighter? As an adventurer? He's pretty terrible.
Oh no,
He's
Morgone
good
must
at
be after
juggling.
my amazing juggling know-how. That maniac, he must be stopped.
Sure, why not? Juggling! About as good as any other theory we've got.
Exploring this new locale, we're provided with frustrating new enemies, like bird people and kung fu dinosaurs.
We continue punching and kicking our way through bird people until we get to a far more ominous foe.
This doorway leading to a huge space with distant platforms.
Well, I guess we'll need to jump all this,
Oh,
right? Shouldn't be a big deal. Remember that
no.
snow moon? We jumped all the time. It was automatic. Blake landed safely for us each and every jump.
Right. The hard part is just getting Blake.
You have to judge distance. And you can't judge distance like this. This is going to be fucking hard.
To actually make the jump. He's got to be lined up just so. Let's try it out.
We've never seen a falling death animation.
What the heck did we do wrong? We jumped where we were supposed to. Check the manual. Is there anything about a special jump ability?
Nope, absolutely nothing. But they also didn't
No.
explain to us what those orbs did, so I don't know how much I trust this manual.
Yeah,
Okay,
I wouldn't
let's
trust the
try
manual
that
anyway.
again.
Your shadow was over. No. It's just bad.
manual.
It's just
Okay,
bad. It's
let's
just a
try
bad
that
game.
again.
Look. Your shadow was over it. That's why they call it just bad games. But no, seriously. It's not just bad, it's blatantly wrong.
It wasn't a fluke. We can fall to our death with bad jumps. We must be missing some kind of power-up or gizmo to land these leaps. Because if this game has precision platforming, I'll lose my mind.
Right. Better
It's
poke
precision
around a bit more
platforming. It's
Hey,
precision
what are those?
platforming. Jump boot?
Boots!
No
Let's
way.
pick them up. Or what? Why
how-
can't we pick them up?
I think
Press-
our inventory's full.
What?
X-
As far as we
what?
can tell, these are a necessary platforming item. Why would they be part of the general inventory? That's
No,
like
it's an
maxing
equip.
out your ammo in Doom, going to grab a key card, and the Doom guy says, "Sorry, buddy. Going to need to get rid of some of that ammo to pick up this key. And remember,
That's bullshit.
tear until it is done." Ah! This game!
That should be an equipable item. You don't need inventory space for it because you're gonna wear it. What sense does that make? You're not wearing the chest, you're not wearing anything else.
Fine, let's just dump something so we can pocket our booties.
In the name of all that's righteous, these things better help us jump well.
Let's go ahead and try. Back to the jumping section, and here we go.
What?
Why? What are we doing wrong? Why?
Look, you can clearly see Blake is making the jump. His shadow is literally overlapping with the platform.
How far do you need to fucking jump?
Again. Again. Why isn't anything working? Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked? Wait,
What buttons
What?
did you push?
I kind of randomly pushed a bunch of them, and maybe it was this button here?
Looks like you maybe input a combo that made Blake somehow use his jump boot item, which is totally different from how we normally jump.
You're telling me the only way we figured this out is because I got angry and pushed a bunch of buttons on the controller wildly?
Finally, button mashing has been used for good.
Well, okay. Now we know how to do a super jump with our special jump boots. This place should be a cakewalk now. Super jump.
Super jump.
Super jump.
Super jump.
Whoops.
What is happening? Why did we fall?
Did you push the super jump?
Of course I used the super jump. Something else is happening here.
We keep retrying and falling randomly a lot.
Nope. I'm calling it, my friend. We're gonna save scum here because I'm not gonna be party to this game's bullcrap.
Yeah,
Perfect
no.
Weapon was already tough as nails, but this
Save
jumping
scum.
part is a nightmare. We'll save before every jump, reload if we fall, and save again after each successful landing.
In other games, you could argue that this is kinda cheating, but in Perfect Weapon, the player needs all the help they can get.
There doesn't
Yeah.
seem to be any rhyme or reason to how you properly jump and land here. No tactic or strategy. You might think you need to be as
What?
close to the edge as possible before you make a jump. It might work once or twice, but not every time.
Blake
Yeah,
needs
it's
to be
inconsistent.
aiming directly at the place he's jumping. But just like with combat, there is no lock-on mechanic. Blake might jump, he might not. When he does jump, he might land or he might fall. It's completely random with nothing to guide you in the slightest.
You'd think saving and loading over
That
and over
is
again would
dumb.
be an efficient way through, but folks, this takes time. It took us nearly half an hour repeating this method over and over before we finally made it to the other side.
And remember, if you don't have a memory card, you can't save. You'd need to use the game's password system, which sets you right back at the very beginning of this desert world. And at that
fuck
point, I'd
no.
assume it would take you days to get through this busted jumping gauntlet,
Anyway, we have the luxury of saves, and all that silliness is behind us.
only to get replaced with new silliness, like
What?
camera angles that are somehow worse than what we've already encountered in the rest of the
Oh my
game.
God,
Here we're
you can
walking out
barely
into the
see
next
them.
screen. The game switches camera angles, and
Nope, no Blake. Just a red arrow pointing down in the lower left until...
Blake magically pops back into reality about a third of the way into the screen. Welcome back a few steps. He vanishes again.
Can you believe this madness?
No way.
We keep moving through this
No.
space and we continue to be inundated with
I'm sorry if I just went silent there. My brain was like 404ing and then resetting because I was like, why? This is just okay. Yeah, no, they've had bad games on this channel in the past, but this is just so bad. It's like blindly fighting enemies is horrible enough, but then you're not even on the screen that it says you are. Oh, the worst PlayStation game ever. Yeah, I'm starting to see why.
Shots placed as far away from the action as possible.
Hey kids, wanna watch a bunch of freaking ants rumble? What do you mean you can't tell what's happening? Why would that
I
matter?
can't either.
And then things really get weird.
Stairs become voids into which all matter gets absorbed. And if you make one wrong jump, he'll fly through the stairs into nothingness.
Are you not just back at the bottom of the stairs? Can you not?
You know what? I think
can't
these
jump
are the
up
worst
anymore?
stairs we've ever seen in a video game.
Look at this staircase.
6 steps, none of which seem to be the same size or shape.
Are these the
Nope.
worst stairs in any video game I've ever played to date?
Pretty.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, they are.
they are.
Is
'cause
it just
locked
me,
you.
or are we saying that line all the time these days?
At this point, it's hard to call this game functional. Mid-fist fight, we get a camera change that forces us to wage combat through the narrow view of a doorway. Who is this helping?
And the enemies we're supposed to face start glitching out and turn into...
I thought it was funny because you could see him backing up to see if he can get a different camera angle, and it just wasn't giving him a different camera angle. And that's a tiny enemy.
tiny, uninteractive micro models.
Who's a cute little bird person? You are! Go
Squish.
go! I can't possibly imagine how bad the next stage is gonna be. And I'm hoping it's the last one, because I can't take much more of this.
Prepare to meet your maker, Captain. Prepare to meet Morgone.
I am approaching
Morgone.
the nerve center of Morgone's world. I cannot fail, for with the perfect weapon in Morgone's control, the future is his.
Well, well, well. It's all come to this. Making sure Morgone doesn't control the perfect weapon.
Okay, but for the love of all things sane, will someone please explain what the perfect weapon actually is? At first I thought it was a cool alias for Blake, then they made it sound like it was Morgone, and I'm imagining it's an epic plank of wood with a nail hammered.
Yeah, it's not entirely clear because I thought he was the perfect weapon.
To it.
If this space is anywhere as
Right.
broken or frustrating as what we've already played through, we got...
No, because it said you are the perfect weapon. It said Blake was the perfect weapon. What do you mean he's not? Are we saying he's not now? Are we just saying canonical things are not canonical now? Man, this... Okay, you know what? This game is actually pissing me off, man. Nothing makes sense.
Gotta save now, and we've gotta save often.
On
God,
it.
my brain hurt. My brain hurt.
Use your skill for now. Use your... Wait.
What?
No. Are they saying...
We can't save?
What?
They've taken away our ability to record progress in any of this level?
What?
So when, not if, when we die, all we have is this password to take us to the beginning of the world?
Looks like it. And we'll have to start fresh every time.
Oh, no.
No. They can't do that. You don't spend a game churning us through a meat grinder of misery and then have the gall to take away our
Take away
only
the
useful
one
progression
thing.
tool. You just...
Maybe it's because they save scummed. They used a save scum, and this is an anti-save scum thing.
don't do that.
Can we finish this game? Like literally. Will it be possible for us to beat Perfect Weapon?
Well, we gotta try, because it's the thing we do. Let's get this thing finished.
At this point, we've had enough of the endless broken combat, but unfortunately, we're forced to fight waves upon waves of enemies until we unlock this one special room.
Which looks cool.
$20 says this electro-charged cyber elf is
That's
Morgone,
Morgone.
the entity behind all the trials we've clawed through.
Wow.
Well, he's real peppy. Seems more like a gymnast than a warrior. How about we slow him down?
Damn. His health is not moving at all.
What is happening? Why isn't Morgone's health bar going down in the slightest?
I don't know, man. He seems immune to even our most sophisticated skill-based techniques.
What's that gray orb?
Nut punch, nut punch, nut punch, nut punch, nut punch, nut punch.
It's It's like flicking metal coconuts. His tickleberries are impervious. Impervious!
We gotta be missing something, but we weren't given any clues about this battle. There's no heads up about how to take Morgone down.
We try fruitlessly to clobber this clown, but in the end, it's no use. There's nothing we can do to him. Blake
It's a
takes
puzzle room.
a dive hard.
And just like that, we're back to the beginning of the stage. Remember, folks, there are no save states, and the game has 0 checkpoints. You die at any moment, and you restart the whole
Use your
shebang
skill
all over
for
again.
now,
Ain't that
my
great?
ass.
Either way, we need to figure out what to do here. Maybe we haven't scoured Morgone's lair enough. Let's do another lap and check every bit of his fortress for answers.
Second time around, we find a section of the level we didn't fully dig into, which leads us to this.
What?
No way.
Cool.
What is this?
The camera angle that seems totally disjointed from the room. Where's Blake?
Let me try jumping.
No way. No way.
Where is he? What?
There he is. Jumped right through solid matter.
Honestly,
fuck?
can a game get any more busted than what we're seeing here today?
What? No,
Blake, no,
Blake,
stop.
Don't.
What's up, guys?
Blake?
What?
You're floating over what seems to be a bottomless pit.
Oh, I am. How about that?
I don't understand this at all.
What?
Why is this happening?
Maybe I finally done it. I've proven myself.
Walk
the game
across
has
the whole
decided
way.
that I am, in fact, the perfect weapon.
Walk across the
I am
whole
a
way.
god.
Holy crap. Are you actually right? What now?
For my first act of perfectness, I shall continue to demonstrate that gravity no longer has a hold on me. I shall cross this chasm, and I shall do it gloriously,
Yes.
with all my perfect...
Oh. Is it an invisible bridge?
Looks like the developers just failed to draw in the boundaries of that whole asset properly.
Guess what that means, folks? We get to start the level all over again. No save states, remember?
We punch our way back to the bottomless pit. Now that we're here, I'm not really seeing how we get around this thing. You?
Maybe we jump?
We gotta start the level again.
Maybe we run?
Super jump?
Again.
Maybe we tiptoe to the very end and...
What about super jump?
Okay, seriously, we are at a loss here. What do the creators of this trash expect us to do?
How about I just walk around the hole?
What do you mean, walk around the hole?
It's a
No.
hole, there's nothing to walk on.
Oh my god.
Seems fine to me.
They didn't
Gotta
draw
be kidding.
assets. They didn't draw anything.
Huh. Oh boy, I could do this all day.
This game! They gave up on it! They don't care! Nobody cares!
Look, if Blake
I
doesn't
want to yell.
run in circles,
I want to yell so. I want to yell so loud, but I have to settle for groaning right now. They just didn't give a fuck. They didn't draw the assets. They didn't do anything. They just don't give a shit. They don't give a shit.
idiot, we can clearly get him into the room beyond the bottomless pit.
Valentine.
So let's just see what's over there.
What was the
Well,
point?
Here's what we got. Some
What was the
weird-looking
point?
control room. What can we do in here, exactly?
Let's just try interacting with everything. There are terminals and
Oh,
buttons
please
all
tell
over the
me
place.
what it is.
Not sure clicking on the terminal did anything, but I think I heard some kind of special sound when I clicked it.
Yeah, I heard
Okay,
that.
try another.
Yeah. click on
Guess
Oh,
that's
no.
the enemy dog pile button.
I think I know what this is. You have to push the buttons in the right order or you fight enemies. And the thing resets after you do that.
Well, then we have to beat even more people up.
But what Shane and Adam did not realize was that this was a fight they could not win. Once this enemy swarm was triggered, they would never stop spawning until Blake was dead. Eventually, they wised up and realized they would save time by immediately restarting the level when this happened. Because there was one way to avoid this swarm. They just need.
That's egregious. That's so fucking dumb. That is pointlessly punishing for no reason. Even Dark Souls wouldn't do something that shitty to you. Holy fuck.
Needed to find it.
This is a memorization puzzle. Each terminal must be activated in the correct order. If you don't activate the correct terminal in succession,
Bam! A wave of enemies to deal with.
the only way to do this is trial and error. A trial and error feat that requires you to replay a whole level again from the start. So, what do you get when you do all of this in the correct order?
A power-up.
Some kind of silver spiky crystal thing?
Is it a
What is it?
power-up?
Is this thing supposed to help us kill Morgon?
How am I supposed to know? Let's just grab it and see if Blake says anything about it.
Nope, we got nothing. All we know is it's an item we've never seen before, that isn't in the manual, and
Now go
isn't
try to
accessible
fight
in our
Morgon, I
inventory in
guess.
any way.
Cool. Well, at this point, we've checked every nook and cranny of this place, and I'm running out of ideas on how to progress. Maybe we should just head back to Morgon and see if our weird crystal pickup actually does anything to him. Back to Morgon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Now they can actually hurt him.
Nothing crystal related in the cutscene or at the beginning of this battle. I don't have high hopes, man.
Oh, you're doing damage. You're doing damage.
Check it out. It worked.
Holy heck.
You needed
They
a
placed
power-up.
a mandatory pickup behind an awful, very missable puzzle room. And it's the only way to beat the final battle? Bravo, game. We truly thought you couldn't get any worse. But you did it. You proved us wrong.
They sure did. Buddy, you thinking what I'm thinking?
You know I am.
Do you know what my favorite 1892 two-act classical ballet is?
Nutcracker. Oh, Nutcracker. That's clever. Nut
With
punch.
Morgon
No punch.
defeated,
No punch.
we get another cutscene. Blake checks Morgon's body and finds some kind of access card. Without hesitation, Blake uses it on an alien terminal and heads to another teleportation device.
No. No. No.
Hold up.
That was
That's
the end?
it? We didn't
That
get
was
a
the end?
single line of dialogue
What?
wrapping the game? No final log entry, nothing at all? It just cut to black. And then right back to the title screen.
The whole thing, and it doesn't, it says nothing, and essentially it's to be continued. Once you finish this game, you are the perfect weapon at this point, because after you've blitzed through its terrible game design, you're the perfect weapon. Your reflexes are so honed into terrible gameplay. You're perfect. Go play a league of, like, a championship game of Apex, I guess. Whatever. Fuck this game. Don't ever play this.
We still have so many questions. Did Blake make it back to Earth? Was there any explanation about who or
Why the
what
boxing?
the perfect weapon is?
This is actually on brand. Think about it. The levels felt incomplete.
No way.
Ugh.
No way.
The fighting system felt
This
incomplete.
is really on brand. And I just said something about that. I was like, it's done when it's done the entire game, just to end with a to be continued, but it doesn't tell you to be continued.
And of course, the wrap-up felt incomplete. Why should we expect anything different from Perfect Weapon?
Gosh, what else is there to say? The game's filled with obtuse and unexplained elements. Its moment-to-moment gameplay is
It's bad.
broken through and through, and its visuals have real big problems. It's a game that should be actively locked away from anyone who means to play it.
And you know, that's probably why you were never able to rent it back in the 90s.
Holy moly, you're right. Someone out
You're
there kept this
right.
miserable experience from harming other players. They helped 11-year-old Adam dodge
Yes,
the
they did.
ultimate bullet. Because we all know that Perfect Weapon is far from flawless.
That person is a saint. A saint.
In fact,
It's just bad. This is the only game I have said it's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad.
How did they beat it? Perfect Weapon didn't
It's
break
bad.
them? It was an atrocity. Will nothing stop these two? Ah, poop butt. Things cannot possibly get any worse than they are now. A doorbell? I don't even have a door. A gift? No one's ever given me a gift
From
before.
Adam and
Maybe I got these
Shane.
two boys all wrong. They might just be all right. A makeshift plushie? No!
All right, so yeah, guys, go get their plushie. I don't know if it's still on sale. I actually may not know. I think it doesn't say how long they're going to be selling them, so I assume they're still in stock. So go ahead and go see what they have in store. I mean, I think they have some other things on the store, but then definitely the new plushie. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember my affiliation with Poggers. So go to poggers.shop, use code Raven12, and get 10% off of anything in the store. I haven't been over to the Poggers shop Discord lately. I'll have to go there in a little bit just to see what they have new. They don't always have new stuff, but I do check every so often. But anyway, check out their flavors. They got sour watermelon, they've got strawberry, they've got rocket pop, they've got cream dream, and they've got blue raz. They've got a lot of flavors. Fruit punch, black cherry, I think is one of their flavors. I like you just gotta go over there and look. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye bye.